It's like I built this channel and this whole brand around being this man's wife and trying to teach other women how to attract good men and provider men and all these different things. And I truly held my husband or saw him as the bar.
Guys, I just watched Married a Monster and I feel so sorry for her, guys. She feels like she lived a very hard life. Her neighbor's husband abused her as a kid. She's like a single mom with two older sons. You've now went on to marry a man that you've known for a week, all because you want to be a trophy wife and you don't want to pay for nothing. It was given desperation. I also don't understand women that have kids that marry men that don't have kids. That does not make sense to me. Why would you not want a man that's already a father so he knows how this works? You've moved in with him anyways. You've known him for a week. You moved into a house with him, very selfish of you. He's then RA'd her 4 months into the wedding, of the marriage, sorry. You then decide to give him not one kid, two kids, but three kids. You already know what he's capable of. Oh my God, guys, like, I feel like there were so many red flags in that story. I do feel sorry for him. It's like so many women glorify the whole trophy and like men paying for you that you don't even realize his morals and ethics and how he's a person. This is going to be the father to your kids. So now you're a mom with 5 kids suffering. And it's just like, guys, it's just so, like, I really feel sorry for her. And I don't think we should blame her, guys, because that man is a disgusting. I don't even have words for her. But I feel like in life, things can be avoided. And I feel like as a mother, to be dating a guy, you should always think about your kids first. Like, you shouldn't just be dating loosely and think, oh, let me get married to him and let me do that. You need to put your kids first.
Hey, Cash Insiders. Today's video is a bit sensitive. I want to start by saying any commentary on her situation is not coming from a place of hate or victim blaming. However, her story has a few holes I would like to discuss. Also, please remember her husband is innocent until proven guilty. Living up to impossible standards, like being the perfect trophy wife, can take a serious toll on your mental health. That's why I want to give one of you this amazing healing journal. It's a tool to help you reflect, unwind, and focus on your journey, not anyone else's expectations. To enter the giveaway, here's what you need to do. First, subscribe to this channel. Then, like this video and comment below and tell me, what's one way you've been practicing self-care or breaking free from societal pressures? Subscribing and commenting are key, so don't skip those steps. The giveaway ends on December 15th, and I'll announce the winner in an upcoming video. This is your chance to take a step toward healing and self-growth. Isis's video has brought up serious claims about her husband, including allegations of abuse toward both her and her children. These accusations are deeply concerning, but so far, there hasn't been any concrete proof to back them up. Adding to the confusion, some of her family members have publicly denied her story, which makes people wonder if she's stretching the truth or fabricating parts of it entirely. The lack of solid evidence leaves people torn. On one hand, they want to support a possible victim, but on the other, they feel wary about being misled. What's making things worse is that Isis seems to be using her audience for money. Shortly after posting her video, she created a GoFundMe campaign asking for donations to help her and her children. Many viewers find this move offensive and manipulative, especially considering the way she once bragged about her luxurious life. If she was truly as financially successful as she claimed, why does she need to rely on strangers' hard-earned money now? The situation feels hypocritical and leaves her audience with a lot of questions, such as, if she had mastered hypergamy and claimed to have all the financial knowledge, where is the money now? Why should everyday people who work regular jobs and face their own struggles pay for her poor decisions? These actions make it seem like Isis may have been lying all along, using her audience to fund her lifestyle under false pretenses. She built her brand on selling the idea of a perfect, high-status life and encouraging women to pursue the same. But now, her story is falling apart. The inconsistencies in her narrative are glaring, and it's clear she hasn't been entirely truthful. I want to be clear. I'm not trying to spread hate. These are just my opinions, and the goal is to show that we shouldn't follow influencers blindly. It's important to think critically about the content we consume online and question whether someone's story is as genuine as it seems. For years, Isis presented her life as something aspirational. She claimed to know the secrets to attracting wealthy partners and building a glamorous lifestyle. She sold herself as an expert in hypergamy, promising women that they could follow her example to achieve financial success. But her latest revelations suggest that much of what she said was a lie. She bragged about having it all together, but now her actions, like rushing into a marriage with someone she barely knew or admitting she's bad with money, paint a very different picture. A key issue is that Isis not only lied about her situation, but actively encouraged others to follow in her footsteps. Her content targeted women looking for guidance, promising them the tools to level up their lives. Now, it's clear that the life she was promoting wasn't real. By exaggerating or fabricating her success, she exploited her audience's hopes and dreams for personal gain. Her behavior highlights the danger of trusting influencers who portray their lives as perfect online. It's often just a facade. Additionally, Isis has removed all her previous videos, leaving only her latest one addressing the allegations. This decision has fueled more skepticism, as some believe she's trying to erase evidence of inconsistencies in her story or distance herself from the polished image she once promoted. Another troubling part of this story is the way Isis shared highly personal and sensitive details about her child's alleged abuse. While this adds emotional weight to her story, many people feel it was inappropriate and potentially harmful. Sharing something so private on the internet could have long-term consequences for her child, who will have to grow up knowing these details are public. Critics argue that Isis may have included this information to gain more sympathy and financial support, which raises serious ethical questions about her priorities. Even her past actions don't add up. In one of her older videos, she admitted to rushing into marriage with her husband because she needed a place to live after a breakup. She explained that they barely knew each other, but she moved in with him, along with her 2 young children, on the condition that they get married. This kind of decision-making seems reckless, especially for someone who was supposed to be teaching women how to make smart, strategic life choices. Isis also confessed to being bad with money, even admitting that she had to buy a cheap engagement ring for her husband because she couldn't afford anything better. This directly contradicts the image of financial success and independence she once promoted. Now, with her asking for donations, many of her followers feel betrayed. They trusted her advice and looked up to her, only to find out that much of her story doesn't add up. At its core, this situation shows the dangers of blindly trusting influencers. Isis built her platform on an illusion, presenting a curated image of success that wasn't real. Her fall from grace is a reminder that what we see online is often far from the truth. Influencers like Isis capitalize on their audience's trust and aspirations, but when the facade crumbles, it leaves people feeling cheated and disillusioned. For those watching this unfold, it's a good lesson in being cautious about who you look up to online. Always question what you see and think critically about the advice you follow. While sharing personal struggles can be powerful and even helpful, it has to be done with honesty and integrity, qualities that many now believe Isis lacks. What do you think about influencers sharing personal struggles and asking their followers for support? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.